So I just recorded a video that had no audio, and I probably should have checked it beforehand, but in this video we're going to look at leveling, and we're going to do this in real time. Let's say I'm trying to level up, let's just dump the rest of my shards in some other job. So let's say I'm trying to level up a job from 1 to 150. I've got all my job unlocks, I'm at the end of the game, uh, and we're just trying to just level up a bunch of other jobs that we'd like to try. Or even just completionist purposes, you just feel like, I gotta level up everything just in case. Well, we're gonna do that live, and this is once you have a build that you're comfortable with. um, I would recommend for now, until the next DLC shows up, as of October, whatever today's date is, the 10th, um, the 9th, October 9th, that you might do the Pravika Seagrot, Evan Memories, the Warrior's Despair, and try to crank those trials as high as you're comfortable with, um, or that where you can get a consistent clear rate. Because at some point, if you go too high, the clear rate might start to drop, and we'll say, it wasn't worth the extra like 50 pieces, or the extra 100. So, going in with one of the builds on the channel, kind of, it's a weaker version of it, just because at the time my gear wasn't as good. Or my current gear is not as good because I skipped through the main game, and I skipped all the loot, and so I didn't have anything gear-wise that I could really use. But we just kind of do this BK, and just for reference, this is what I'm currently using. Samurai 250%, and on the, well, on the Cyclic Warrior, I was using Dark Knight 400% to just have near death at all times. And I doing solo jack so that BK has less HP, less break gauge, and then I also have a BK killing accessory. So that's one run, and we're probably going to try maybe 5 runs for now, and then buy a bunch of anima shards, and then you multiply the length of this video times the number of jobs you want to max out. Or potentially double it, depending on if your build favors doing the summoner 120% chain cancel beforehand. But we'll say after the Wanderer of the Rift DLC comes out, the things that you see in this video may no longer be available in this form, as well as some of the other things you might see on my channel and other folks' channels might not be available in their forms either. So just kind of that heads up in case this becomes outdated info in like 20 days or less. Please don't throw a Molotov. Good. I see. Clean up this poop deck. Oops, missed that first one. It's okay. So what is this, 3? Ow. That could have hurt really badly. And for my purposes, I'm picking up everything because this is a new save, and I ran by a lot of stuff, and I don't have smithing materials to do a lot of the things that I want to do. So I'm picking up everything. Blue, yellow, green, purple, orange, all of that stuff. Or at least I think those are the colors. Um, Won the 5-star plus artifacts. Where'd that pirate come from? And why did he fly back? I didn't hit you. See, this is the guy that's like, you hit me. Like, no, you weren't even nearby. How? And then I lose. Anyway, because everyone will believe that, like, all those bruises, he couldn't have self-inflicted those. So it's Ben. No, we blame Jack this time. No, Jack punched BK so hard, BK's buddy flew backwards and got a bruise on his eye when his back hit the edge of the ship. Yep, that's my story. So we'll do one more time, and then we'll spend some dragon treasures on the anima shards, and we'll multiply the length of this video accordingly. Uh-oh. I messed up. That was close. The moment, and we'll say over time, you'll start to recognize when you mess up, and then you'll see the consequences even before everything happens. Like, you just know this can't be good, and now you leave it to RNG to carry through. And so what the issue was just there was I did not Chaosbringer the other guy, which meant that I was barely outside of range, and the other guy was going to start attacking. And he chose to do a poor attack instead of 3 quick attacks, which would have taken out my evasion, and then BK could have finished me off with feeding the fishies. Anywho, let's go and spend some anima shards, or dragon treasure. We go to the exchange shop, go to the last tab, press left after you go to anima shards, and then, so we just dumped all our dragon treasures into anima shards. And then we go over to the job that we don't have leveled up, press left again, and oh no, we don't have enough, except we do because of the anima crystals. And so you run it about 5 times, and then you have a job leveled up. Results, I'm sorry, let me back up. 5 to 6 times, because dragon treasure trial wise, we might be running different trials, and like, you might have a build that does require commands, and so you kind of nudge it down, or you might have a build that absolutely wants the HP, and so then you nudge that back down, or things of that nature. Or you have a build that requires the break damage, so and then you might do the buff up or whatnot. So builds vary, but we'll say whatever this time is, or times 2, depending on the build, and then maybe add just another run, so another 16% length of this video to level up a job. But yeah, then that doesn't factor in the tails, but the rat tails. But it also depends. If you really like that job, it'll just come with the game play. But if you're doing it for completionist purposes, then it's like, okay, that's a lot of extra leveling for something that you may not be touching anytime soon. But if you are leveling everything, I would encourage you to try it, try the different branches, try the little different combo effects, and don't tell you how to play, and other things like that, just to take advantage of the effort that you are putting in to level everything. So yeah, I hope this video is a representation of what it would be like to level a job up to max in the Trial of the Dragon King DLC. Yeah, until next time. And hopefully my mic is actually on this time and we're recording.